Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We're taking another look today at the great new drop-down module that they've just added to Divi 5 here. And I've added a little drop-down sort of graphical mega menu, if you will. Got a little title up there that says post. When I hover over it, we've got this little graphical menu that pops up. It's got 9 of our little blog posts there. I've just put the title in mine and the featured image. Of course, if you click on one, I'm going to middle mouse this so it opens in a new tab. It's going to go to that particular post. And it's fully responsive. If I hit my F12 key here we have an iPhone. And let's take a look on an iPad. Let's exit. Really easy to do. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, I'm going to be using the theme builder today because I'm using a custom header for this particular page. That's what I'm working on today. If you're not sure how to create a global or a custom header, have a look at our Divi 5 playlist down below. So I've gone down to the dashboard, to my theme builder. That's where we are at the moment. I want to go into this custom header. It's actually assigned just to the one page, manage template assignments. Specific page called C form, which funny enough was the page you saw here. So let's go in and edit it. Just hit the little pencil. And here we have it. I've got a section at the top here with 3 columns in it. My logo's in the left. Got a little menu in the middle. And I've got a post on the right. Let's get rid of this and we'll start from scratch. Okay, you can add an icon. You can add any module you want up here. I'm going to keep it very simple by just putting a text module in. In fact, let's use their new link module. They've just added this new link module. I'll roll down. There it is right there. It's popped it in. It just says text link. Let's have posts. With the text link module, you can add an icon before it if you want to. I'm going to leave it just as it is today though. In design, and my text right here, I'm going to leave it on the default font. It's capitalized for us nicely there. That's fine. I'm going to pop it in the middle. Now let's perhaps turn it white. Fantastic. Now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to go back to my content. We're still in the link module here. I'm going to go down to elements. I'm going to add an element. This time we're going to use their new drop-down module. It pops it there by default. It just hovers underneath there. You can change those settings. We'll go over that in a moment. But of course, we're going to want to put something inside it. So as I want an image and a title in mind, under content, elements again, I'm going to add an element to our drop-down. We're in the drop-down. I'm going to add a little blurb module. And there it is right there. Really don't want any content in mind. You can use content if you want to use yours. Now, before I go any further, I better explain what is about to happen. I'm sure 99% of you know, but for those that don't, let's go down to the dashboard. You need to have created some posts. If I click on my posts here, you'll see I've got several posts. They've got various categories: boats, helicopters, supercars, concept cars, etc. Now, if I click on one of these posts, I'm going to hit edit. You'll see that I've added a featured image. And when you create your post, you can add it to the page. And I've also put an excerpt in there. Now, if you were to edit with Divi and go straight in there, once you get to the page level itself, and you can always click up here to get to the page level, you can put your title and your excerpt and your featured image in here. Either way around that you want to do it is fine. I know there's not much content there, but we created a blog template for all of our blog posts. And if I preview on the front end, we've added titles and relevant images and anything else we wanted to put within our blog there. So that was a quick explainer of what's going to happen next. Okay, back to the theme builder. What I've done is I've added this blog module. At the moment, there's nothing in it. I've got rid of the content there because I really just want a title, an image, and a link to the specific posts. So still in my Blurb module, still under content, I'm going to roll down. I'm going to hit loop. I'm going to turn my loop on, and it's done 10 copies for us right there. But of course, there's no image, there's no title. So what I'm going to do, still in the content, in the blurb, I'm going to go back up to the text. Where it says title there, I'm going to roll over the little dynamic content icon there, little hamburger type thing, or disk icon. I'm going to say loop post title. And it's putting the title in from each of our blog posts there. You can put a before and an after, before the text and after the text if you want to. I'm going to leave mine just as it is. In the image and icon just below, here's our image. I want to do the same thing. I'm going to go up to the dynamic icon. I'm going to say loop featured image. And it brings up the images right there. Don't want quite as large images as that, so I'm going to make mine a little smaller by clicking on where it says large thumbnail size there. I'm going to take mine down to 300 by 300. Obviously, do what works for you. That's fine, but that's not actually the post that I really want to see with mine. So still in the blurb, still under content, I'm going to go back down to loop. It's selecting posts, which is fine, but I want a specific category, so only include posts with specific terms. Let's do supercars. As you can see, it changes to the supercars there. I want to show about 6. In fact, let's show 9. I think I've got 9 of these. If you've got less than 10, don't worry, because it'll only show as many as you've got. If you've got more than 10, obviously you're going to want to up that number there. That's great, but it's not really showing it the way I want it to show. Well, I want my titles to be a little better looking than that. So over in design, still in the blurb, I'm going to go down to title text. Let's just make that perhaps white in color so we can see it. Now the blurb, I actually want to link to each of these specific posts. So under the content here, just under image and icon, we've got the link, module link, so that anywhere they click on that module, I'm going to go to our hamburger again. I'm going to link it to the loop link. Fantastic. Okay, it's not really displaying how I want it. So let's go out of the blurb. I'm going to hit the back arrow to get back into our drop down. I'm going to go over to design and layout. It says it's set to flex. I'm going to change it to grid. And let's perhaps have 3 columns. It's a bit more like it, but it's over, way over to the right hand side. That's not going to work. So if we close down layout, go into drop down here, it's floating, that's fine. It's floating down underneath. It's going to appear when we hover on it. Of course, if we're on tablet and desktop, it's going to be a tap. It's below, which is fine, but it's at the start. So it's the start of the column that it's in is right there. I want to put it to the end, so it's more central like that. And if you've got more posts than I have here, you might want to enable vertical scrolling. To do that, in the drop down, we can go over to advanced visibility. Here's horizontal and vertical overflow. The vertical, I'm going to change from default to scroll. That way, if it rolls off the page any, we'll be able to scroll down, and you can see a little scroll bar to the right there. Great, well that's going to work on desktop. What about tablet? It's made it a bit bigger looking, but it's still in the right place, I think. And on phone, really want it in the center rather than the start there. So still in our drop down, let's go back to our design. Just on mobile, let's put it in the center. It'll be right in the middle. Now, if we've done everything correctly, this should now work for us. Let's save our changes here. We'll exit. Make sure everything's saved on this page. Go to the page that this menu is active on, right here. I need to refresh. You won't see much difference because it's exactly the same. There we have it. When I hover over the posts, we've got our little drop-down menu. I've enabled the scroll there, so we've got the scroll bar at the right if you need to scroll up and down. Of course, when I click on one of these, it opens that post for us. We'll go back. Let's hit my F12 key. I'm using Google Chrome here with the inspector tools. Let's close it back up. Here we have an iPad Air, and we'd have to tap on it. Opens it up there. I'm going to change the number of columns because we've got 3 columns there and that's not working. If I make it 2, that's going to work fine. Let's have a look on an iPhone. Again, we'll click on it. Again, we've got too many columns. That's an easy fix. So let's go back to our theme builder. We'll go back in here. And we want to go back into our drop down, over to design, to layout this time. We want to change the number of columns. So let's flip it to tablet. I just want 2 columns on tablet. So I'm going to take that down to 2 columns. And let's go down to mobile. I'm going to take that down to 1. So we've got 1, 2. We should have 3 on desktop, which is fine. When I hover over it, it jumps to the right place. Again, we'll resave, exit, make sure everything's saved here. Go back to our page. Let's refresh it now. And here we have it. If we tap on our post, there it is right there. We can scroll down, check it on the iPad Air again. And we tap on it. And again, we can scroll down if we need to. And back to desktop. If we hover over, perfect. It's exactly what I needed. And we've got a scroll there. If we had more posts, perfect. So there we have it, guys. There's just another little use for the brand new Dropdown module that they've just added a few days ago to Divi 5. It really is shaping up to be one of the best themes out there, one of the best builders out there. I really am enjoying it. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and WebDesignDetectives.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.